Sometimes in my quilts, there's a diagonal line, which looks intimidating to some, but it's also done with half square triangles. This time we're going to use 2 half square triangles to create this smooth diagonal line look. All right, the first way we can do this is the large backhoe track, and we're going to put on a medium B piece with our line laying just as it is in the picture. And we're going to sew down that line. And then, once we've trimmed and flipped, we are then going to add an A piece and sew down that line and trim and flip, which will give you that smooth gray line. You'll see when we do that at the machine. There are 2 other ways to make this diagonal look using 2 half square triangles, and that is to take a K piece and put on 2 B's. Again, you'll have to sew these one at a time. You'll sew on one, trim and flip, and then you'll sew the other one on the opposite corner, sew down the line, trim and flip, giving you that diagonal line through the middle. You can also do this on a smaller scale with a D piece and 2 A's. One at a time, trim and flip. Now on the opposite corner, sew down a line, trim and flip. Let's go to the machine and see how these turn out. So here we are at our machine. We're going to start with the large B piece. Because it's bigger, we're going to put a pin in each side, making sure the edges line up. We're going to sew that piece in our machine, catching right in the corner. Middle. Make sure you come out of the corner. I'm going to go ahead and chain these. So I'm going to do our K with a B on top. Again, matching up, and 2 pins. Large fabric end in first, corner, straight down that line, and our small D with an A piece. Line up, pin, fabric end in first, and then we're going to trim these. Pull those pins. Trim off the excess and our string. And you can worry about pressing that later. It's not going to be under the A seam. We're going to add that A right on the piece we flipped. Make sure that's right on the edge. Got our K. You don't even have to trim this one yet, you just need to move it out of the way so that you can put on the opposite corner your other B piece. Edge to edge. And I just put my pin right through. Again, this is the edge of the gray that you're going to want to line up with, because this is your triangle stuff. And you can go ahead and pin and hold that back while you do your other B. Corner piece lined up. And the same with our small D. Just fold that back, place on your last A, edge to edge, edge to edge. Make sure that little one is out of the way. In fact, it's good to start with it up and out of the way. And that way you know you won't run it over. Pull my pin. And now see, as we cut these apart, move to our ironing board what we've created. Press them. We're just going to press these open and see what we've created. So we've got our smooth gray piece going through the backhoe. Again, you're going to trim off what's underneath. For now, we'll just press them and see what we got. Those are lining up nicely corner to corner, then you can trim off the excess. Push it back. Push it back. And you've got some smooth diagonal lines with simple half square triangles. Press and trim. Again, then I would go and press the seams open. Creating those smooth, flat, diagonal lines.